Hi everyone. So this recording is to show you a more visual learning on your role as the refill technician for the doctor that you're assigned to. So there's a few things that you need to look at, not only the RX refill button. So the first thing what we're going to do is look at the pending RXs, which are prescriptions that were started by a tech, a scribe, or a doctor that was not fully sent in. So the best thing to do here is, let's do it by the date. So what we're going to do here is where it says written on, you're going to double click this so the date of the very beginning comes up. Anything at the end that shows a prior authorization requirement has nothing to deal with you. That's the prior authorization technicians. So you leave those alone. So those you don't need to worry about. So we're going to keep going down until we find a date that we can worry about. This one is just about a pharmacy that we're trying to figure out which pharmacy it's sent to. So this is not a good example. Okay, so here's a good example. So for instance, say I'm part of Dr. Kernan's team. This is a Dr. Kernan patient. It looks like someone must have worked on the script and didn't fully send it in. So what we're going to do here is open another tab. One second, I'm not sure how I share it to the other tab. I'm gonna stop sharing for a second so I can share the other screen now. Give me 1 second here, guys. Let's see, what screen is this? The patient tab one. Okay, so we're going to share this tab now. All right, so now we're on the patient's file that was starting the pending RX. And what we're going to do first to confirm that this is not a duplicate, it wasn't already sent in. So we're going to hit the patient RX button, and then under status, we're going to change it to any, and then apply filters. So as you see here, these are the pending prescriptions, and no other ones had shown up when we hit apply filters, which means it was never sent. This is not a duplicate medication. So in this case, the next step we have to do is view the last notes to make sure that this is even okay to send in before we automatically just send it to the pharmacy. So what we're going to do here is just click on the last date. And it's going to switch over to another screen, which I will stop the sharing here so I can show you guys and send it to that screen. Okay, so now it's sharing the screen. So now we're going to be looking into the patient's file, the last visit notes all the way at the bottom to see if the doctor even said it was okay to refill those 2 medications, which he did say to prescribe it, and the directions and the refills. So it looks like it was started, but it was never fully sent to the pharmacy. So now we're going to go back into the RX for the patient. So what you can do is just click on the patient's name and then click patient RX. Once you click that, we're going to send it into the pharmacy. So we want to make sure before we send it into the pharmacy that their pharmacy is here, which it is. Costco is right there on their pharmacy. So to fully send the script in, what I'm going to do here is click this box and this box, and then click eScribe selection. Once you do that, you have to select which pharmacy you want it sent to. We want it sent to this one. So we're going to hit select. And while you're on the screen, you can always start a task that stating that you're about to send it in. So what we're going to do here is create a task, change this to refill prescription. You don't have to change any of these. It's pre-filled for you. And then you want to assign it to yourself so you can done this task so we know that that I was working on it. So if I go back to the task, I know that, or whoever knows that I sent in the prescription today. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to write under pending RX, I fully sent in latanoprost and Timonol two. And if you want to know where the 2 is, it's right here. So I usually write this whole first line so you know which Costco pharmacy. You could put the address, but I just put name and the store number. So we're going to go to Costco. Pharmacy. Store number is 1085. So, and then we're going to review it to make sure it makes sense. So under the pending RX, I fully sent in the latanoprost and Timonol that was started to this to Costco pharmacy. Yeah, we'll just keep it simple like that. And then we're going to hit save. And then fully send the prescription in. If you don't hit this button, it did not fully send. So sent eScribe. And then we're going to go to our task. Well, if you want to know if it's sent completely, it's right here letting you know we sent 2 in. And then we're going to go to our task. Look for the patient that we just sent in. Click here and complete the task. So now, when we go back into that patient's file and we go under task, we see that there's a task here about the prescription, and it's about the refill that we just sent in. This is the only way to know if a medication was sent in or not through a pharmacy, because you cannot always rely on the patient or button. If you click on it and then you do any and apply filters, it will show up here, but when you're sending it via SureScripts from the pharmacy sending it to us, I've been noticing it does not populate in here right away. So the only way to actually see if someone sent a script in is by going under the patient's task that we just did. So make sure you're documenting everything you do and what you sent and how many supplies, because we can't always rely on this option. It doesn't work for every single prescription. So that is one thing that you guys are responsible for. So the next one will be in another video. Thanks for watching.